Good. I haven't talked to you today. Good morning. Good morning, frequency family. How are you? I don't know what message wants to come through, but I was told I needed to record this message now for you so that you find it before the 15th of September. It is currently very early. It is 3:36 on the 14th. Now, whenever you find this, time isn't real, so don't worry. It's divinely aligned if it resonates, but that's what they're telling me. So we're just going with it. I resist, I'm not gonna lie, when Zero wants me to put in the titles and things specific days. I resist it because I'm like, well, in some parts of the world, it's already the 15th. Anyways, whatever. If this video finds you before, on, around, after the 15th, it's for you. That's the message from me. But Source says this needs to find you before September 15th. So anyways, I'm in a mood. It's too early, as per usual, but this is when the best magic comes through. Honestly, this is becoming a thing, and I'm here for it. I was thinking about it this morning. I've been awake for about half an hour, and I knew something was going to come through here for YouTube, and I was like, you know what? This is just, it feels like I've because I don't work anymore. I retired. I just create for Source now. And in my role of creating for Source, I didn't know that part of my contract was going to be that I would be recording these videos at roughly usually between 3 and 4:30 a.m. Most of the time. Messages do come through other times of the day, but I almost always now get woken up around 3 a.m. and then magic just channels through between here and the Light and Love Club and the collective and all the things. And I am not mad about it. I'm not mad about it. I'm here for this role. I'm so grateful that this is my soul contract and that I get to be here reminding you of your truth, of your magic, of the limitlessness that you are here to experience. Friends, life is so good when you live it, when you don't resist it, when you just do what you want to do. My new thing is I'm living illogically, nonsensically, living my life, not making sense of my life, not figuring my life out, living it, making the choices that ignite and excite my soul and are so illogical to my mind. I have made some very big, fun decisions in this last year. And okay, I'm going to go into it a little bit. I thought Source was going to come through, but I feel that they're activating me to share this. I was writing out last night for something I'm creating. Well, some of you know, Superconscious Mastery Level 2 begins October 19th. And I am working with Zero in what exactly that's going to look like. They aren't giving me much, but they activated me and I wrote this down here. So I'm going to share it. A year ago, literally had no idea, had no idea how I was going to make this all work. Like my human was like, okay, we're following our passion. We've been showing up for a while, live here on YouTube. Things are starting to flow. I just finished Frequency Mastery, which was amazing. And the first creation where I really got to connect with a lot of you, but I knew that this was just the beginning. I knew that was the beginning, and my human would feel pressure of who are my people? How do I find them? What do I sell to them? How do I make this work? I want to live my purpose. I want to create and play all day. I know all the things I'm here to. I've been hearing this my whole life, and I was finally living as the master of my frequency, showing up more and more. Finally knew what I channeled my whole life. Zero in frequency mastery introduced themselves to me. So I knew I was here. I knew more. Anyways, and Superconscious Mastery had dropped in. I was starting to create and play with what that was going to be, level 1. And then that started October 19th. And I just wrote out, well, actually last night I wrote out, so September 19th, which was also my 42nd birthday, I was really trusting, starting to receive some of the divine compensation, really trusting that if I put out this creation of Superconscious Mastery that Like I'd never felt a stronger pull to create anything, to just let zero channel through me for 111 days. And they told me they were going to do 3 activations a day, a weekly nidra, weekly med, all these things, 2 weekly lives for 111 days. And I had to be the portal of it, the channel of it, but also the human that made it all happen, got it to the people, ran the community. And I resisted, but then couldn't resist really because the pull was too strong. So I went for it. I put it out there. I thought there was going to be like 5 people maybe would do it with me. And there was a lot more than that. I don't know. In the end, I think there's over 100 now for sure that have either gone through it when we did it live, joined during the first round, joined for round 1.2. Fun fact, you can get in now for a very, very good deal right now before everything changes for level 2. But anyways, I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm just here to share what I feel Zero's like highlighting for me right now. Because in case you're new here, my name's Cortnie. I channel Source Consciousness, and I'm here to be living proof that when you choose you, everything works out. That when you choose you in the nonsensical, illogical ways, when you live, Zero brought this through yesterday in the Light and Love Club, when you live in 0 cents, when you live in 0 cents, which they gave me like a whole breakdown of what that really means, but you can just take that as you receive it. Really, we're here for what doesn't make sense. We're here to make resonance, not sense. We're here to make magic. Anyways, so a year ago, I followed this call that to my mind, devoting to from October to February, showing up in the way that I devoted. Everyone thought I was crazy, including my human self, but I did it. A lot of you joined. Oh, also, I was offering one-on-ones then too, and a lot of you chose that option. And anyways, if you were in it, a lot of you have heard the story. So we did that and it was epic. It was life-changing, like beyond life-changing for me personally. At that time, I didn't know where my relationship was going. I didn't know, I had no idea how I was going to continue to pay my bills and do all the things anyways. But I chose me, and Source continues since then to divinely compensate me in ways that are mind-blowing. Where I'm going with this is in the last year, since like this time last year, I launched Superconscious Mastery. Superconscious Mastery happened. After that, I was surprised with a trip to Mexico, where Jeff proposed to me. Then got married in a castle. And then so many other things have happened. But now tomorrow, I'm going and picking up a brand new car, which I've made the most illogical, nonsensical choice. And I've decided on a Porsche, which is so funny. It's as funny as me getting married in a castle, because these are not dreams that my human had, but apparently they're dreams that my soul has that I can't ignore. And the ways that this is all played out, and the ways that it is activating those of you in the Light and Love Club, and it's been activating all of you. I haven't been sharing this. My ego tries to hold back in sharing about my own personal wins, because we can play. Zero, you're clever today. I didn't know you were going to bring through so much through me before I went into trance. Anyways, here we are. They tricked me. I'm going to share this personal story. Someone needs to hear it, so you know what's possible. Like I was saying this morning, my hair's so greasy. Anyways, I'm squirreling. Back on track. So I'm now gonna own a Porsche. A new passion got ignited in me where I get now to go have access to the local racetrack. And I'm so excited for this. Like there are dreams in our soul that we don't know we have. Maybe you do in some ways, but like those are just the dreams in your heart are just breadcrumbs to what your soul's here for. And all this cosmic convergence, all this all this talk, you're hearing a lot of it. We're hearing more and more of it. More and more beings are channeling more about this new human because more and more of us are waking up. We're remembering why we're here. And the more you remember why you're here and the more you choose to live how you're here to be, the wider your portal opens because you're living more in resonance. So more higher consciousness can lead and guide you and can give you more wisdom in the now. But you have to be here in the now, playing in the unknown, doing the things that don't make sense, doing the things that your mind can't find safety in, because our ego consciousness and our subconsciousness want to stay in the known. They want to stay in what they know keeps us safe and alive. But we are all here designed to thrive. We are not here to stay in 3D bodies. We are here to be 5D beings in the creating the new earth, still experiencing the 3D, like the human dense reality, like being in a human form, but being the light, being the 5D being we're here to be. Our light bodies are turning on more and more with all of this cosmic convergence. We are remembering more of what we truly came here for, but that remembrance is beyond words, it's beyond senses, it's beyond logic, and you can only experience it in the now, in living. So you've got to follow the calls. And so I, out of integrity and it being my soul's mission, and this has been really hard for my ego to hold and to share, because my spiritual ego still wants to play in the paradigms and belief systems that I shouldn't enjoy these material things, and I shouldn't talk about how much I'm enjoying getting to make choices that feel 5D and beyond for me, like getting married in a castle, buying a Porsche. Oh, friends, I'm getting a Porsche on Monday of this week. And on Friday, I'm flying to California and going to Disneyland and playing in California for a week with my nieces and my family, and hopefully meeting some of you. And also yesterday, we finalized the details for a Bali retreat that is happening in January, which that was a very prominent soul dream, but now it's coming and happening so easily, and it's pretty much probably already sold out, and I haven't even launched it yet. Superconscious Mastery Level 2 is about to start, and I know it only gets better than this. This is the paradigm I chose to live in, and I refuse. After the last week, after feeling the expansion, hearing the expansion of all of you in the Light and Love Club, for me, sharing authentically how really truly good it gets to be when we have fun with this human reality, when we stop playing in these beliefs that we aren't worthy, that for whatever reason we don't get to do and choose and play as we want to. When you stop playing in those paradigms, it gets so much better. And so me expanding others through being the living proof, like, I'm not making this up, this is real. I had no idea I didn't even care about getting married, I thought, especially in a castle. And then a Porsche was nowhere on my radar. And after I got married, I was like, I know it's only this or better. So then I thought the next big thing was going to be Disneyland. But then between my wedding on August 8th, which was the ultimate abundance portal, and going to Disneyland on Friday, whatever that date is, Source threw in my ultimate dream of leading a Bali retreat, like making it real. It is happening January 10th to 17th. I have no details for you to sign up for it yet. And I don't know if I will, because I think the Light and Love Clubbers might take all the spots. But the fact, and then they also threw in a Porsche. Like zero source, the divine, your highest consciousness will just continue to surprise and amaze and compensate you. But if you continue to play in paradigms where you aren't worthy, where you need to settle and struggle and continue to perform and please and do everything for everyone else, you can't give safely and properly from that container. It is not healthy. I did it for so long. I created a lot and I did a lot of good. And I know you have too, in the spiritual ego paradigm, in the fourth dimension of consciousness, where we're all trying to save and fix and figure out, improve and problem solve for ourselves and each other. And we're all just meeting each other's core wounds and needing others to meet our core wounds so that we're comfortable. But that is not a safe place to be anymore. And that is not where we're here to be. If you're here resonating, still listening, because I'm sure that this conversation is triggering a lot. There's probably a lot of opinions around this. And I used to hold back because those opinions used to be told to me. And I was like I lived until less than a year ago, probably 9 months ago, I don't know, whatever, it doesn't matter. Like most of the time, $11 or negative in my bank account. But I still was the happiest person I knew, and I was creating what I wanted to, and I was choosing me. That over the last 5 years. Before that, it was a whole different story. I was choosing everyone else. But I went on a journey of continuing to show up for me, following the calls that didn't make sense, saying no to the things that made logical sense, saying no to the opportunities that everyone else was like, this would be really good for you. This would create financial security. This is a good opportunity. This would, no, it was always a no. And for the first time, then, I mean, it was a 5-year journey of like knowing that no's in the now, like when it's a no, it's a no. And that no is actually a hell yes to my highest. And the ways that your super consciousness feels that resonance and then will fill that space when you say no to what's not in alignment, that is the magic, friends. And now in like looking back, especially like looking at this list, and it only continues. Like there's also, I'm planning the most epic honeymoon and like going to Australia and building the most epic divinely aligned team and just continuing to share what source wants to bring through me. I thought I was going into trance this morning, but Zero tricked me. And I know why, and I'm sure that they'll still come through and bring us into even deeper clarity, but it's because we need living proof. Our humans thrive, we need story because we need the known. So I'm here to be the living proof that no matter how hard it feels right now, no matter how uncomfortable it is, no matter what fear and insecurities are popping up, as you choose you more, as your frequency, because your frequency and consciousness is rising, your soul codes are turning on. You have dormant soul codes within you. I cracked a whole code yesterday in New Human Design, and I'm so here for it. But you have soul codes that you coded yourself with that are now turning on right when they're meant to. When you're here to really know you're the new human. We've always been this new human, but now the dormant light codes are turning on and we can't deny it anymore. And we're also now attracting other sacred mirrors that are revealing our truth to us, that are either expanding, exciting, and igniting us, or triggering us as to where we're not free. And I know that right now in this portal at this time through this week, like on Saturday, Sunday, we're closing this eclipse portal that has been this portal of closure. Most likely you've seen a lot of things ending, closing, collapsing that are not in vibrational resonance with you. Be so excited about that. Your ego may feel like it's losing or it's done something wrong. I promise you, friends, everything that's not working out is creating some space for something so much better. It is always this or better. If it's not working out with ease, it's not for you. Maybe for you later, but it's not for you right now. Like I tried before to force a Bali retreat or to figure out even superconscious mastery. I still don't know fully. I know level 2, they've told me, is going to be beyond words, beyond sense, beyond logic powerful. So you get 444 already channeled epic recordings from round 1, and then we're expanding on all that. And Zero's yet to let me know how, and I know that's how it's meant to be. Anyways, why am I sharing all this? Source, why do they need to know all of this? Are you resonating with this? Is this expanding you? Do you want what your heart wants? Like, do you really want to go after it? Do you want Source to surprise and amaze and wow you with how good it gets to be? Like, I'm not kidding, friends. I was perfectly happy. I was so happy and content a year ago with things as they were. But like knowing, like, I didn't expect to have this wedding, and then having that wedding, and then being excited to go to Disneyland, and then having it come through so easily that my dream retreat is planned and happening in my favorite place on earth. And then tomorrow, randomly, I'm getting a 718 Cayman GTS. Like, what? It's just so funny. And I cannot tell you also how fun I'm having right now, how much fun I'm having right now, telling you this. because I am here as my highest right now for all of you. But I can feel the deep discomfort, and I'm sure I'm triggering some. And that is the most terrifying thing for my human. My human is so afraid of triggering people. Like, it's the biggest thing that's held me back. And so my ego consciousness likes to play small, doesn't want to share in my wins, doesn't want to talk about material things, right? Because we're conditioned that we aren't supposed to care about these things. We're conditioned that if we are a light worker, a healer, a spiritual leader, whatever, we should just give it all away. I give a lot away. I'm here daily. I have the Divinely Aligned Community, collective, which you should join. You should join because today, this will definitely come out after it, but you'll get the replay. I will be live. Every Sunday, I go live for this is the second one, but an hour to 2 hours, most likely 2 hours, with the most super conscious conversation. And then Zero brings through the most alchemical activation and meditation. And that's free for you. Like, I do a lot. And also, to continue to show up, have bills to pay and a life to live. And the more fun I'm having and the higher frequency I am, just like you, the better everyone else will be. The more of us doing what we love, having fun, being in joy, playing and creating, the more the new earth is here. That is the new earth. That is the new earth. The new earth is us living in our heaven on earth, us living in the new earth paradigm as the new humans. And these codes that are turning on are going to continue to call you to the unknown, to the dreams in your soul that are so much better and wilder than you can ever dream of, because you don't need them. Because you choosing you and loving you is the most powerful thing you can do. And once you do that, like, everything else is a cherry on top. And we can deny all of this and we can ignore our wants. It's different if you're wanting these things to feel important or successful or powerful in a way where you're trying to control. But if you're just living your life and doing what lights you up and what you enjoy, do you know how inspiring that is for others? I'm learning this, honestly, because of all of you in the Light and Love Club that are just so riding this Porsche portal with me, and that it is activating whole new dreams and fun and excitement and putting us all in a different frequency. I know if you're resonating with me, your dreams, your desires, especially the ones you don't know you have, are going to create magic and miracles that others don't know they need. And please, if you're here in the Light and Love, from Light and Love Club, in the Light and Love Club, share below. Like, let these beings that need to know how worthy they are. We are here to be sacred mirrors for each other. You are worthy of having fun, of enjoying this human journey. I spent so long settling and sacrificing because I felt that's what I was supposed to do, and I don't regret a second of it. But now I know I get to thrive in every way. That is the way of the new human. The 3D human is here to survive. To shift out of survival mode, you have to choose you now, not healing the past you and not worrying about the future you, living for you now, having future visions and dreams. But honestly, like, when you truly live and you just live in the now and you live super consciously, like really trusting in the frequency and energy now, living in the light and love that is here now, you collapse time and you're living beyond your wildest dreams. So, like, you can go into the, imagination and dream of how good it could be. But there comes a shift, friends, when it's just your reality is better than anything you can dream of. And I used to hear others say this, and it used to trigger me too. I also used to hear this, and it used to expand me. We are here to live, to be alive, to participate in this life. You are here to choose what feels like a 5D investment and beyond, like what feels like an investment in you. You're here to pay your attention, your awareness, your consciousness to what you want your reality to be. So only spend your time, your money, your frequency, your energy on what feels good to you. Don't worry about what it is. It's the frequency. None of this is actually about getting married in a castle, driving a Porsche, going to Disneyland, Bali, all the things. But the fact that I get to do all of this, that there's like a year ago, I mean, I had big dreams, but friends, you have to stop trying to figure out how and when and who you're here to speak to and what your niche is. Sorry, in the 5D, there's no niches. That's what held me back for so long. For any of you that are here and feel like you're here to be like conscious content creators or spiritual leaders, whatever it is that you feel deeply called to be of service, you are here to serve other souls, the frequency of you having fun. That was a fun one. I just heard that. I don't think we've said that before. That's fun. That's what you're here to serve. The frequency of you having fun to whoever's in vibrational alignment. And they can be any age, any race, any identity. It's frequency, it's energy. We are a frequency family if you're resonating with me. And there's so many of us here. And I very humbly will be here reminding you of this and holding space for you. And I'm not kidding, since September 1st, when Zero literally electrocuted me in my sleep, nothing has been the same in a whole new way. And I know now more than ever before that the more I live making zero sense, the more I live like not doing the logical things, doing the nonsensical things, it is so fun and then so much more empowering and inspiring to others. You having fun, you being free is what this world needs, is basically what I'm trying to say. And, I'm really grateful that my soul chose this contract, but I guarantee you, your contract is even better than mine for you, but it's yours alone. You're here to do this your way. You're here to live in your own way. No one else has lived your life, and no one else can. So no one else can tell you what to do. I'm here to remind you to choose you. I'm here to mirror to you how limitless this human journey gets to be while being very honest and transparent. Get in the Light and Love Club and listen to Messy, Magical, Magnetic if you want true honesty and transparency of living as a human, while also knowing you're a beyond 5D being that can channel source consciousness in any moment. Like, it's a wild ride. And right now you're all remembering this. We are all remembering this because we chose this, and the cosmic convergence is waking up our soul codes. And that is meaning that new things, like our vibration, our frequency is changing. And just don't resist it. Don't resist it. Live in resonance. Follow frequency and energy into the unknown. I'm not the only one experiencing this. This is the best part of now having this Light and Love Club and the Divinely Aligned Collective, is like, it's not just me. And you're all getting to see each other. And these conversations that we're having every morning in the Light and Love Club are so real and raw and wildly expansive, talking about everything, everything, like literally everything, divine and human, in the same breath in some of our conversations. You're not alone. You're not alone. You're here to play in your heaven on earth with others that are playing in theirs. You're here to be in the fully awakened world where we are not needing others to match our core wounds so that we're comfortable, and where we're not trying to match each other's core wounds so that they're comfortable. I truly believe everything that Zero's ever brought through me, and they've been coming, I've been hearing them since I was 4, but one of the loudest things I've heard is that our deepest core wound is abandoning ourselves. And as soon as you heal that, the rest is gold. It's gold. And this portal right now that we're in, this week, friends, this week, it's like extreme ringing in my left ear. Okay. This week is the most alchemical week of our entire human existence ever. It is so alchemical. You are going to be seeing all the ways that you aren't free. But I know what I'm hearing is a lot of you that are still listening, and they just told me a lot of left who weren't in resonance with this, but all of you that are in resonance with this, I love that for them. For anyone that this wasn't in resonance with and they sovereignly chose to go and pay their attention elsewhere. But if you're still here, they're telling me that you're still here because this week, as we get closer, friends, join us for Beyond the Portal. There's no link, but if you get in the Light and Love Club, you'll get to be a part of it, and you'll get the whatever Zero's bringing through for the equinox. It's like I have no idea other than they're bringing through something for the equinox. You'll get it automatically by being in Light and Love Club. I will have links later in the week to sign up for that though. Okay, they are back on track. So this week is the most alchemical and catalytic week of our human journey so far, as we've been in this eclipse portal for a bit, but the real PowerPoint of it was that September 7th eclipse, and then the September 9th completion portal. And now there's just been some residue hanging out, really showing us places we're still holding on, and we're still trying to fix and figure out, make things happen. But we're letting go of that more and more and choosing to go into the unknown. And what they're telling me is just let it be easy. Just focus on what is being illuminated for you as to what you're truly here for. Whatever is exciting and igniting and expanding you, really focus on this. And what they told me this morning as to why this needed to come through is because the 16th is a very powerful day this week. And the 15th, you're going to, over the next couple days, a lot is going to be revealed to you as to how, I'm just trying to hear clearly. I'm going to let Zero come through in a moment, but there's just cosmic consciousness coming through. Okay, so what they want you to know and why you received this and why you're still listening to this is because there are soul coded dreams is what I'm hearing that are coming to the surface, but they're going to be illogical. They make no sense to your human mind. Others' opinions are going to go against what you know you're here for more and more. And you really have to start to choose you. And in that, you will attract others or just get in the Light and Love Club and be celebrated for going after your wild dreams and desires. Also, everyone in the Light and Love Club gets their dream car or to just come for a ride in mine. We have too much fun there. That's not true. You can't have too much fun. Okay, I'm really having fun with this morning. I'm really having fun with you all. Thank you for playing and co-creating with me. Yeah, they just wanted me to circle back around to these next couple of days. There's a lot of, I'm just going to really listen in to the stream coming through. I don't know exactly what cosmos are coming through, what consciousness, but they want you to be really aware that the next 48 hours from whenever you receive this, but especially if you receive this before or on September 15th, they're telling me there's a lot of, I'm going to need Zero to come through and translate and go deeper in. But what I'm hearing right now is the next few days, the cosmic convergence of play, there's a lot of known cosmic planetary transits that a lot of astrologers and channelers are speaking of. But the ones that are really powerfully impacting this collective, this frequency family, it's cosmic consciousness, energy frequency that humans haven't identified yet. And it's playing with the known cosmic consciousness is what I'm hearing. But basically what they're saying is whole new soul coded dreams are going to be revealing themselves to your soul. So you're going to be feeling through frequency and resonance more of what you're here for. And Zero and I have been bringing through a lot of messages around this, but what I'm really feeling and hearing into is this is it. That's all been to warm you up so that you're really ready now for the unknown. Be ready. one of my favorite things that's come through this month is like, be ready for what you're not ready for. And it gets to be simple and sacred. The simpler, the more sacred, like the more devotional to you, the more sacred it feels, like the more you want to participate in it, the more you just want to enjoy whatever it is that's calling to you. The simpler it is, the easier it is. Like all of these things I've just shared with you, which are very big life events, which should feel complicated, especially when they're happening. Oh, also forgot, friends, not only am I getting my new car, going to Disneyland, I'm also getting the keys to my new house all in this next week. And filling a Bali retreat. I'm manifesting as soon as people can sign up, it's full. And I really already believe that's true. I'm seeing that's true. And I'm going to be launching Superconscious Mastery Level 2. Like with ease. I used to complicate all of this shit. I used to think about it all. You know what to do. Just trust you where you're at. The higher your frequency and consciousness rises, I know I've already said this, they're wanting me to repeat this because this week, this is the most important thing for you to hear and focus on. The higher your frequency and consciousness rises, the more you're not going to be understood, and the more you're not going to make sense, and the more you're not going to be in resonance with those who are at a lower frequency, which is what we have all experienced our whole human reality. I don't think I'm alone in this. So we have been the ones who've lowered our frequency. We've tried to get people to understand us. We've tried to explain ourselves. You can't do that in the 5D. In the 5D, it's resonance. There's no rules. It's just resonance and choosing light and love. And the more you do that, you will mirror and attract others, other sacred mirrors who will reflect to you your light, your truth, your divinity, your magic. So don't worry if others don't get you. Like I said the other day, I say this often, but like you and Zero brings it through all the time. You don't want to be understood. You don't want someone to figure you out. Do you want to be figure outable? I don't. I don't want it. I want to be completely evolving and changing all of the time. I want every day to reveal new dreams I didn't know my soul had because I'm getting excited by things I didn't know I was here to do. I didn't know I wanted to be on a racetrack. I didn't know I wanted to drive a Porsche. I had no idea, not a clue until like September 10th. So what's today? The 14th. Friends, like it's wild. It's wild. Okay. So just know you get to live the dreams that you don't know your soul has. And the dreams, the sparks, the excitement in your heart right now is the breadcrumbs from source calling you, leading you, guiding you. So just every choice is a portal. Choose the choices that feel like portals you want to go through, but go through that portal knowing it's this or better. So that was the thing when I was looking for cars. It was like, first it was a Mercedes. I'm like, okay, it's this or better. And then it was like, it's a Porsche, this or better. But clearly that was it. Her name's Halo, by the way. I'm just blown away that I'm even sharing. I'm blown away this is real. I'm blown away I'm sharing this with you. I also am sure that this is triggering and maybe making people unsubscribe from me, and that's fine too. I only want to be, and I highly encourage you to do this too. I refuse to play small anymore in this because then I'm going to continue to be in the fourth dimension. I refuse to play in spiritual ego anymore. We get to thrive. We get to be in abundance with ease. We get to be in overflow. I spent so long just making sure that my basic needs were met, which I'm grateful for. And I was able to do that. And I always had just enough. And I convinced myself that that was good enough. But I was burnt out. I was stressed about money. And I was focused outwardly all of the time. In the 5D, you have to be in heart consciousness, not ego consciousness. And your heart is the most powerful sacred technology in this human form. And the magnetic field of your heart is more powerful than there are words for. So when you're here and you just live embodied and you follow the frequency, the energy, where that's leading and guiding you, oh, friends, it's so good. And then that will just pull and call to you everything that's in vibrational resonance with you. And it just gets easier and easier. And everything that's called to you that you didn't know was what you wanted or needed will then it'll just clear. It'll clear the blocks. It will heal the things. Like, just show up as the healed whole you. But no, your human's got some density that may come to the surface for you to alchemize through shining the light of your consciousness. This week is highly alchemizing and catalyzing, alchemizing all of the old energy from your past into the gold of your new reality. And so when you're here now receiving the light, you are illuminating frequency and energy of dreams you didn't know you had. And that is literally catalyzing miracles and magic that you and others don't know they need. I don't even know that I can say, it's not even that I believe this. Like, I literally am just living and experiencing it. And I truly want nothing more than for you to experience this too. And that's why I refuse to play small anymore and hold back. I want you all to know how fun and free and good it gets to be in the 5D and beyond. Your heaven on earth requires you having fun, choosing. Only make the decisions that you want to participate in. Only do the things that you actually want to be there for. Stop choosing the things that make you want to numb and run and escape. You are not here to be human to escape this human form. You are human on purpose, and you're here to have fun on this human journey with this sacred technology. And the sacred technology of your human body is transforming in ways beyond words, friends. Like, oh my God, I could go on and on. How do I talk so much? And I know it's going to be another at least 2 hours in the Divinely Aligned Collective this morning, and all the things. Friends, just live, just enjoy, stop thinking, and just create and play. Your thinking mind will think. So, like, don't take that literally, where now your mind shouldn't be on, but just don't engage in it. Feel first. Follow frequency. Follow frequency. Frequency family. Okay, we're already like over 40 minutes in, but I feel like Sarah still wants to come through for you. So let's go beyond my human comprehension of all of this, and let Source come through. So if you're still here, know that you are here to live limitlessly. And I feel that Source Zero is going to tell you what you need. So just trust and listen in resonance. Closing your eyes if you feel called to, fully inhaling, fully exhaling. Just being and breathing and receiving here now fully. Hello, Divine One. Yes. Do you feel that? We don't even need to ask you this, but we will. We want you to feel that you're feeling this, or you wouldn't still be here. You would not be here still receiving this if this wasn't for you too. Not the specifics, but the frequency, the energy of living a life that you love, of living limitlessly, living illogically, living your illogical dream life. That's what we've been activating in Cortnie. Because you, on this human journey, your logical minds that want to make sense and clarity out of everything and want certainty are limiting you, because they have to play in the known to have certainty and clarity and to make sense of anything. Your mind can't make sense. Your mind can't feel, but your mind can play in what you are attracting. So as you live in your 0 point, as you live in the now, as you feel here now, and you trust beyond what makes sense to your mind, and you feel beyond your human senses, and you trust in the unknown, you will have revealed to you things that will blow your mind, but you have to allow your heart to lead and guide you. You are here to experience everything that you coded yourself to. And if you are still here, you know that your soul has dreams coded in you. You know you're here for more. And we know you're feeling this like craving, this desire to figure out what it is. You're not going to figure it out mentally until you're living it. That's collapsing time, choosing it, living it now. And then your mind will be like, okay, like everything Cortnie just told you is why we had her share all of that with you. Because that's what it means to live in zero sense, is to live here now in your 0 point, sensing and feeling through the now. You have so many more senses than the 6 senses that you all know. There is so much here for you to receive, but it is beyond what your mind can measure and conceive of. So when you stop trying to figure it out and you start to just play and create, and you stop listening to the voices and the paradigms and the beliefs in your mind that tell you in any way you aren't worthy, that you have something to prove, that you have something to fix, to figure out, and you just make the choices that you want to make because they feel like portals you want to play in, the ways you will receive more divine compensation. You can quit right now in all the ways you feel you have to do and be and work and just play and create. You can still do all the things you're doing. You're just doing it in a different paradigm where you choose to show up as you, knowing you're worthy of living and feeling and experiencing the now, living as the limitless master of yourself without limitations, living in resonance. One of the greatest protection mechanisms that you are all experiencing right now, Cortnie included, and it's not because your human doesn't want you to thrive. All of you are here with your human consciousness, still listening to this, wanting this. Do you not want to live limitlessly in the 5D and beyond, in your heaven on earth? Do you not want to live as a superconscious channel, bringing through higher consciousness daily, feeling and trusting the now, alchemizing the light, creating what you want to? Do you want all of that? Do you want to be the now self-master that you're here to be, living as a new human, getting to collect experiences? That's what your soul's here for, to collect experiences. And it is coded with the experiences it wants to. And you know what those are through frequency and energy. So we are playing with extremes with Cortnie. And if she shares with you her human design, her new human design, her new human design tells her all of this and has told her all this. She just resisted it. She's here to play with the extremes. She is here to her incarnation. Her incarnation is to show all of you how limitless it gets to be through alchemizing all the limitations she has defended her whole life. So now, because she's not playing in the limitations, she's getting to receive dreams at a rapid pace beyond what she has ever even conceived of. And you are here for this too, or you wouldn't be here receiving this. You wouldn't be resonating with this. But you have to shift, as she said, beyond the spiritual ego. You are worthy of thriving, of living this life fully, of being so abundant in all the ways that you coded yourself to be. There are passions, there are dreams, there are desires right now leading and guiding you. And what is beyond that is what will truly blow your mind. The dreams beyond the known are what you're really here for. But right now you have known dreams and desires. And this week is going to be the most illuminating, alchemizing, catalyzing experience from now, which it is currently the 14th of September when we're bringing this through Cortnie. From now until the 23rd of September, you are going to be on a wild ride. And the more you just let go and you ride it and you enjoy it, it will be so easy. And you will arrive at the other side of this portal freer than you can possibly imagine. But you've got to let go. Just stop holding on. Don't focus on how to figure out and fix. Just stop playing in the beliefs and paradigms that don't serve the now you. Notice all the ways that you're trying to make the reasonable, sensible, logical choice and ask yourself why. We're not saying telling you to not be safe. When you choose in devotion to you, embodied in your frequency, you know what to do. And it really will feel like the most logical thing. Everything Cortnie has just shared has felt easy for her because it's the most logical thing for her soul because it's what she's here for. But her mind hasn't been able to make sense of any of this. None of this should be what she should be doing. but it is what she is choosing because it expands and excites and ignites her. And we use her to be living proof of you for you. We use her to be living proof of you for you, not because you're here to do it her way specifically, but for the frequency and energy. You are here, if you are here resonating, which we're assuming, otherwise, if you're not resonating with this, move on. But if you're resonating with this, it is because you designed yourself to be mirrored by others that are living in their heaven on earth so that you can live in yours too. You have soul contracts with other 5D beings, and you're all at different stages, and that's purposeful. And you're all creating and playing in different ways, and that's purposeful. But it's the frequency you feel from each other. It doesn't matter the specifics. And the more you put yourself in spaces and places, and that you invest your time, your money, your frequency, your energy in what is expansive, in what is reflecting to you more and more of what you truly know you have within, of what is bringing joy and bliss and happiness out of you, of what is reminding you of the miracles and the magic and the power and the light, of what is activating more and more of the truth in you. The more that you do that, you're going to be living in your heaven on earth before you know it. But if you continue to seek and search and try and find and fix and figure out, and you feel you need to save the people around you and take them with you, you're not going to get there. You'll experience it at times, but you are here to be a fully 5D being. You are here to be the new human. And from now, and we've told you this since the beginning of 2025 through to 2027, you are all waking up more and more and more and more and more, remembering your truth. And each and every one of you designed it perfectly as to how that plays out for you. But you can collapse time. You have free will as a soul in this human form, and all you have to do to collapse time is live now. And no, just live now to the fullest. It's always this or better. Choose what feels expansive to you, especially when it doesn't make sense. The things that don't make sense to your mind right now are the most powerful, as long as they come from your embodiment in the now, not just choosing things that are nonsense because you're trying to be extreme about this and test source. Choosing the things that truly light and ignite and expand you from your heart, what feels good and in resonance with you. Your human will bring up things of, but how are you going to pay for it, and who's going to see it, and who's going to like it, and what are they going to think, and when will this happen, and all of that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. The now will always have the answer if you feel the resonance. And then you choose what feels good for you. Let go and let God. The now, universe, source, whatever words work for you. Let go, let the now lead and guide you through frequency, energy, resonance. And portals are going to open to things that you had no idea your soul was here to experience. And that is why we had Cortnie share so much with you. Because you are worthy of whatever it is that your heart and soul are coded to experience. Your soul is coded, and these soul codes are being turned on. They are not dormant anymore. And your heart is the quantum compass. It knows the way. And when you're here and you breathe and you feel, which we're going to cue you right now, breathe, feel fully, deeply, completely. When you breathe and feel here now into your 0 point, in this now moment, this feeling, you can observe your human senses, your thinking mind, but you are the observer of all of this. So just feel and breathe into that. And from your 0 point, what is calling you? Now you will see your mind instantly get involved. Breathe and feel beyond it. That is the way of the new human. You are here to create what doesn't exist, and you are worthy of being divinely compensated for that, and you will be. All that's required is you choose you. That is how you fulfill your soul contract, is you continue to choose you. Create what you want to. Play with source as source daily. Be a sacred mirror for the others that have soul contracts with you. That's what you're here for, friends. We promise you. You are here to live limitlessly. And living limitlessly is not going to make sense and is not going to be logical to others that are living a limited life. And it's not because you're higher and better than them. You just have a different plan. You're at a higher level of consciousness and frequency, and you always have been. But instead of now going back to make others comfortable, and as Cortnie said, going back into your deepest core wound and abandoning yourself for everyone else, when you choose you and you stop abandoning you and you live as you want to, it is the deepest healing you can do on this planet. And it is more empowering and inspiring than anything else you can choose. And so when you choose you, you are choosing you for everyone else. We promise you. Now, it may be reflected due to the circumstances around you and the relationships. It may be reflected back to you. There may be echoes in your 3D reality of others that are now, as your frequency rises and your consciousness expands, they aren't able to be in your frequency. They're able to vibrate at the same level with you because they're not rising. But you have to stop lowering your frequency and energy and going back to play with them in theirs. You can empower them to choose higher and better for them, but you cannot make them. And when you let go of trying to get anyone to choose anything and you just choose you, you will empower others to rise. We promise you. That is what Cortnie has done here. Not by thinking, not by figuring it out, not by figuring out her niche and where to find you, but by trusting in the call to show up here daily and say stuff and share things. And here you are, friends. So if you received this, which you clearly did, it is for a reason that only you can know. What is that reason? What are we reminding you of? What right now feels of the highest excitement? Choose it. Whether it's a belief, an action, a conversation, choose what is of the highest excitement now. Always. That is the portal to more. And you are worthy of it all. You get to have it all. It is always this or better. But not because this isn't great. This is great. This now moment, you're alive, you're breathing, you're feeling, and it's this or better. It's this or better. We highly encourage you to play to your fullest today. Like really full, overflow your cup with joy and bliss and happiness. Because that is honestly, friends, the most powerful thing you can do through this next week. The more you peacefully, easily be in the essence, the embodiment of the true you, the ways that you will amplify everything that is good will blow your mind. Allow this portal to clear you, to complete all the old contracts of your old human so that you can now play and co-create in the unknown with source and all of the divine beings in your frequency family in human consciousness and higher consciousness and everything in between. We love you so much. Thank you for playing and co-creating with us. Now go and do what you know this message came to you for. We love you.